For this trick, we can take the deck, give it a few cuts, and say, okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to have you cut about 1/4 of the deck. So let's say they cut right around here. I would say turn that half over and place it on top. Now you can spread out the deck. So they spread out, and we see the first face down card. So I say, okay, this first face down card will be your selection. So in this case, we have the Ace of Hearts. We will leave that right there. Now, we're going to snap our fingers and show you we have the second ace right here, the Ace of Diamonds. But wait, we have 2 other aces, so we're going to give these a cut and say, okay, here's what we're going to do. If I just give these a throw, you'll see there's 2 cards, and these are the 2 black aces like that. That is the trick. Let's learn how this is done. So credit goes to CardMechanic for this trick. So all you're going to need is a 4 of a kind. So in this case, the aces. And you're going to need a double backer. So in case you're wondering about the deck I'm using, which comes with a double backer and a duplicate 9 of diamonds, it's the Vanity 41 deck. So make sure you check out my review, which I will link down below. It was actually a mystery deck I got. So make sure you check out my review. You'll see what I mean by that. So what you're going to have is your double backer and any 4 of a kind. In this case, the aces. You're going to choose a color. In this case, red. You're going to put 1 ace on top face up. And then that double backer. So on top, you have your double backer and then that ace face up. That other color, so red, so the heart, you're going to place face up on the bottom. Okay, so you have your double backer, 1 red ace, and then another red ace on the bottom. And those are face up. Take your opposite colors, in this case the black, and place these on the bottom. So you have your double backer, 1 red ace face up, a red ace on the bottom face up, followed by your 2 black aces. And this can be any card. These can be the kings, the queens, the 5s, the 8s. I just chose the aces. Now you're set. If you want, you can do some false cuts, false shuffles. Be sure not to flash. And I actually have a video going over some false cuts, so make sure you check those out. But you don't want to flash the bottom ace, and you don't want to flash that second ace. So after you did that, you're going to ask the spectator to cut 1/4. Now if they cut 1 card, they'll cut to the ace. If they cut 2 cards, and then they turn those over, they're going to see face down. That's not going to make sense. And they might spread it. They'll see a face down card. They turn this over, they see a double backer. This over, they see an ace. Your whole trick is ruined. So what you're going to want them to do is cut around 10 to 15, maybe 20 cards like this. And place it face up. Now you're trusting your spectator when they pick it up here not to flash the ace. Okay? But if you don't feel comfortable, you can riffle down and you can do it for them. But if they can do it without flashing it, it'll be a lot better in the end. They did that, and you have them spread the top portion. You don't have them spread the deck because of that ace on the bottom. So you have them spread the top half. So they do that. And you say this first face-down card will be yours. So you turn it over, and you get an ace. So you set that down. Now you know these are face up, and this is face down. So you're going to pick up the face down cards, and at the same time you're going to turn over these face up cards to face down. And once you've done that, this pile in your hand, which you didn't do anything except pick it up, that's going to go on top. So that's going to load your second ace. So you can say, okay, let's see if we can find another ace. You snap or do whatever, and you see the ace of hearts. Now, to get this ace of hearts out, you could take it out, and then you wouldn't really know where it is, and that would ruin the trick, because you're going to want to cut the deck, because you're going to want to set up those black aces. So what you're going to do is you're going to spread this off so the ace of hearts is on one pile and these are face down on another. Now there's a few things you can do here. You can take off this ace and then place the rest of the half on top, okay, for those two black aces. Or what you can do is, you know, you have your ace of hearts here, so you can spread and make 3 piles here. So one pile here, here's the ace, and then another pile. And all I do is I move this bottom card right under that top half. And I put this top half right on top. And that just sets it up perfect. So you can go right into your next part of the trick. Because if you just move that half on top, so we're here, you have your ace, you take that out, you put this over here, you're going to have to do a double undercut or move one ace to the bottom. And I actually have a tutorial for the double undercut. In case you don't know it, you're going to get a break any way you know how. You're going to cut about half here, place that on top, and the rest of the half and place that on top. And that will get both of your aces, one top, one bottom. But I think it's a lot easier if you do it this way. So you have your ace here, you separate it, you move this ace over, and you move this top ace right under that bottom half, pick up this second half, and place that on top. Now you're set up. Okay? So now the last thing you can do, there's a few ways you can do this. You can either throw the deck into your hand, or you can use a different card. So to throw into your hand, you're going to hold it like this. 4 fingers on the bottom, your thumb on top. You're going to bring your hand back, and when you throw it towards you, you're going to let go of a little bit of pressure. And because of friction there, that's going to make all of these come out, and you're going to be holding onto these 2 aces. So this is a tight grip. You come back, you come towards yourself, you let go of a little bit of pressure. That makes this half come into your hand, and you hold the 2 aces. Now, an easier way is this. You can either have them pick out a card to help you, or you can use a joker. But either way you do this, let's say you use a joker, you place that on top, you cut the deck, and then you complete the cut. And this sets it up for you like this. So now you set the deck down, you can snap your fingers, and you can spread it out. Show that there's 2 cards, and those are your 2 aces, like that. That is the trick. I hope you enjoyed that one. Now, let's get into the second trick here. And the reason I'm going to do another trick here is because I don't like the camera angle of the first trick. So I'm going to redo it and teach it to you a lot better. So here's what this trick looks like. So you're going to have your 4 aces. You can lose them in the deck. You don't need them anymore. So we're going to give these a shuffle and have a card selected. So let's say we have this card selected right here. Okay, in this case, we have the ace of spades. So in case you didn't see the ace of spades, here's what it looks like. So I'm going to leave it face up for you. We'll turn it over, and we will put it into the pack. We'll give these a shuffle. And say, okay, here's what we're going to do. When I snap my finger, one card will be face down. So if we go through here, you're going to see all these are face up and one is face down. I would ask the spectator to say their card out loud. Let's say they name the ace of spades, and I will show them the ace of spades. That is the trick. Let's get into this. So this is actually an impromptu invisible deck. So I have a video on this, but instead the camera angle was really weird. So when I taught it, so pretend my arm and hand is the camera, it would be right here. So you would be seeing everything on the side. But in this case, it's looking down, so you can see everything better this way. So what you're going to do is you're going to have a double backer. That is your only setup. Now if you're advanced enough, you can have this in the deck, and then you can control it to the top, or have it palmed off and the deck is shuffled. But if you're a beginner, you can either have it on top, to go straight into the trick, or do some false cuts. What I did was a false shuffle. So make sure you know how to do an overhand shuffle. I'm not going to go over that, but essentially you hold it like this. This is how I hold it. Middle ring pinky on top, thumb on the bottom, index it curled. You throw over about half. Use this next card. I leave it out jogged off of the deck. And then I line these cards up on top. And then I bring some of the cards back, okay? So now you have your out jog card here. You lift up and in. You shuffle all of these. When you're not holding on to that out jog card anymore, you place it down. And you have your double backer on top. That is the that's the shuffle I did. So now you're going to want a card selected. Now you don't want the top card selected. So if you want to, you can force a card, or you can have them choose one from the middle. So let's say they chose the Ace of Diamonds. So while they're remembering the Ace of Diamonds, they're signing the Ace of Diamonds, you're going to get a break underneath this card. So once you have your break, you can lift up, do a pinky count, do whatever. You're going to place this on top. Now once it's on top, you're going to be able to do a double lift. So you're going to come over, grab both cards, and turn them over. This is the double backer, so don't flash it, but you can put it somewhere in the middle. And now you're all set. If you want to, you can do some false shuffles. Make sure to keep their selection on top. So now, after that, you can explain. There's only going to be one card face down, and that will be their selection. So you snap your fingers, and you start going through. Now you're going to go through until you see your double backer. Now, your double backer could be in the middle, it could be at the bottom, it could be near the top. Okay? So it could really be anywhere. So go nice and slow and one card at a time. So in this case, it's near the top, and you know their selection's at the top. You don't want to reveal that. So you're going to take this card, push it off, and I put it about halfway up here, a little more than half, and I clip it. I leave it like this. You're going to spread about 3-4 more cards and show these aren't your selection. Going to square back up without revealing this card. Take it out and hold it. Turn over the deck. And then you're going to do another double lift. So you can catch a break if you want. Place this on top. Make sure everything's flush. Do your double lift. And then peel off. Now because of that double backer, they're not going to see anything. So I will go over that quickly one more time. So they choose a card. Let's say the 4 of Hearts. Let you see the 4 of Hearts. You catch your break under that double backer. You place the card on top. You turn this over. And you place it somewhere in the middle without flashing it. Now if you do a shuffle, make sure you keep their selection on top. And you say, okay, when I snap my fingers, one card will be face down. You spread until you see that card. In this case right here, I spread just 4 more. You don't have to though. I take this out. You can catch another break. Place this on top. Make sure everything's squared up. And turn over and show the 4 of Hearts. That was the trick. I hope you enjoy those 2 tricks. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for tomorrow. It's going to be another good trick using the Vanity deck. That's everything, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.